You are now listening to the Peter and Jake Talks Wrasslin podcast, a weekly review of Monday Night Raw and other wrestling-related topics. And here's your hosts, Peter Day and Jake Grandi.
1, 2, 1, 2.
What's up, what's up?
Boot amongst in the trunk. Hello, boys and girls. You are now listening to Peter and Jake. Not talking wrestling.
Talks Wrasslin.
You said talking. What's that dude's name that did the intro?
Oh, Johnny Gargano.
Yeah, like so you just stick with that. It's like talking wrestling.
I was just going with it.
Peter and Jake Talks Wrasslin.
Hey, man, splitting hairs,
Hey, that's what I do
6
best.
6 in one, half dozen in the other.
I know.
Johnny
man.
Gargano, Open Freedom Gate champion in Evolve and Dragon Gate.
I follow Dragon Gate on YouTube. They don't really. Not Dragon Gate. I'm thinking something. I'm thinking Dragon. Well, anyway, on course. You're listening to Peter and Jake Talks Wrestling.
I'm Jake.
And I'm Peter. And every week we try to come to you with some wrestling conversation of the WWE Raw kind, where we go over Monday Night Raw. But somebody didn't come prepared today.
Come on.
Yeah, I'm throwing you under the bus right now. He didn't come prepared today. So I gotta carry the weight. I gotta be LeBron James here. I gotta carry the load.
I'm Kevin Love standing at the 3, man.
Yeah, with a busted shoulder. Yeah, you got a busted. You on the sideline, man. You still going to the finals.
Hey, man.
With a busted arm.
Give me the ring.
Give me the ring. And so yeah, but before we go into Raw, because it wasn't really that lackluster. I mean, I talked about it, and if you haven't seen it yet, go to YouTube. If you're listening on YouTube or listen on SoundCloud, go to the previous video and my Raw recap, and then we go over there. So we don't plan to indulge too much into this Raw review, but we have some news.
Oh yeah,
some breaking news that we haven't talked about yet, and then breaking news, and we're gonna give our predictions to the upcoming WWE Network exclusive, not pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Which is the Elimination Chamber. So if we were to plug our social medias, and did you want to talk about something?
No. Well, other than the Twitter handle JG Pro Wrestling, at JG Pro Wrestling. And if you like NXT, Faster Than the World every week, where me and my uncle, the Amazing Fritz, review NXT real quick show.
They've been long the last couple of weeks. Yeah. Last week was 8 minutes, but the week before was 30 minutes, and 18 minutes.
Oh yeah, I mean we're trying to spice it up, but not too much. So keep it quick. So keep it under 30 for sure. But if we have a guest interviewer, things like that, we're gonna roll with that too. Yeah, but NXT every week we do a Fast in the World podcast. I also my Twitter handle, like I said before, is at JG Pro Wrestling, and now I have a SoundCloud with all the Fast in the World. Will be up on that, and maybe some interviews and stuff in the future. And that is also SoundCloud.com/JG Pro Wrestling.
So people you're just picking this up. The Faster Than the World podcast will no longer be with the Peter and Jake Talks Wrestling network.com. It's going to be its own entity. It's its own NXT. It's its own. He's Triple H over here chilling. And you go to JG Pro Wrestling for all, from here on out, all your Faster Than the World podcast needs. JG Pro Wrestling. SoundCloud, JG Pro Wrestling. And if you want to catch up with me, again, there's Peter and Jake Talks Wrestling. We're going to still be doing this. It's just the NXT review will be its own brand. Ellen Japanese, LINJAPANAIC. And also, that's Twitter, that's Instagram, that's the SoundCloud account, that's also Snapchat. And check out the YouTube, pjtw.com, and check out all the archives. Go back and check out the YouTube, Peter's Raw Recap. Go the New Day podcast. We did a Memorial Day special. We just talking about a lot of shit going on. Me and Nate, Nathaniel, Headliner 5 from Eyes on the Ring Wrestling. Go check out Peter Talks SmackDown. And yeah, without further ado, let's go into this. Well, where the fuck? I dropped my.
It's over there.
Oh, there it is. So yeah, let's go into this Raw. And this Monday's Raw is coming out of Long Island. And the significance of them doing this is because actually I think the Elimination Chamber was what was supposed to be held here. They had an event that was SummerSlam. SummerSlam was supposed to be I think this year it was either SummerSlam or something. Was it SummerSlam that was supposed to be in the Nassau Coliseum? But they're closing down. They're gonna tear that fucker down.
Yeah, they said it was open in like 1960s or something like that. But apparently, WWE's been going there since they were even just in New York territory.
Yep.
They've been going there, so that's kind of
one of the main, with the flagship event holders.
I would say if they didn't want to go to, they saved their big shows Madison Square Garden, but if they wanted that New York City crowd to go to a show, they would definitely take them to Nassau.
And then that became the home of the Nets and the New Jersey Red Wings.
That's nuts.
And
Vince McMahon actually came out and talked a little bit before Raw and saying how much he appreciated the arena over the years and everything. I guess he's been going there since he was a little kid.
Yep.
So that's kind of cool.
It'd be almost if the Greensboro Memorial Coliseum shut down.
Oh.
In terms of like what it did for, I guess, Southern wrestling.
Yeah.
And the Chitlin circuit as well. A lot of black musicians came through here, played at the Coliseum. So yeah, it's monumental, and it's not even gonna be like turned into flipped. It's just they're gonna just tear it down.
Yeah, apartment complexes.
Yeah, see you later. Well, gotta love it.
Isn't there like three? I mean, there's three arenas in like New York City though, and Long Island's just a subway stop away, correct?
Yeah.
So I guess that's kind of where they're thinking. There's no sports team there, so.
Yeah, nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. WWE would have had to been its own team.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's the last Raw. I'm not sure if it's the last event in Nassau, but it's definitely the last WWE event. And it starts off this show. Not a lot of wrestling, guys, actually. And we just get to the grit of this. The whole opening segment was basically trying to lure Dean Ambrose. The Authority was trying to lure Dean Ambrose out to the ring to sign the actual contract. Normally, the contract signing is contract signings are at the end of the shows where shit just fall out and people start like beating each other's asses. But they actually turned it over something different. First time they did something different like this in a while, where they use it as an opening segment. They brought out Dean Ambrose. Dean Ambrose goes down. They look like they're going to kick his ass. And then Roman Reigns shows up. And they set the first match. Stephanie sets the first match, which is the main event, which is happening now between Dean Ambrose, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and Kane.
Yeah. Gotta say I wasn't really paying too hard of attention to this match. It seemed to be on par with the rest of their events, but I'm just real tired of I'm just real tired of these four men just being paired up together.
Yeah, well, that's all they got right now.
Yeah.
I mean, and where's Orton? Where's Big Show? Even if people don't like the Big Show, he's still like an intricate part.
Big Show would be a breath of fresh air right now.
Yeah, no pun intended. Big breath of fresh air.
Yeah, if he came in if he just came and just like knocked Dean Ambrose out, I would just be like, oh fuck yeah, Dean Ambrose Big Show feud. I would be stoked on a Dean Ambrose Big Show feud.
Yeah, and Dean Ambrose actually gets the pin. It's on a backslide pin. So I see that they're definitely focusing on Ambrose. This is the Ambrose show. This is the Ambrose show. They're trying to build him up for Elimination Chamber because he's going in basically to be fucking fed to Seth Rollins. And I guess on our predictions. Do you have the predictions written? Do you have the card written down?
I gotta say I'm slacking, man. I gotta say I'm slacking this.
He's gone Hollywood, guys. He's gone Hollywood. It's fine, dude. It's totally fine.
No, but I have the power I have all the information in the known world right here at the power of my fingertips. I can look up the card for elimination.
He's actually going to ask Siri for the elimination card. That's how Hollywood he is. He's not even going to press any buttons. He'll be like, Siri, what is the card for the elimination chamber?
Nah, I'm not that Hollywood yet. I'm like I'm like right outside of Hollywood. What's like Chino, California or something like that? What's a little?
You're like man's Chinese.
Yeah, right out there. You know, kind of.
You're not Compton.
No, a little bit past like.
Oh, okay. You're Holiday Drive. Okay, so the Rollins story continues where Ambrose ended in the back talking with Young, and I guess she's trying to address him about if he's going to sign the contract. He's like, well, I'm going to sign that son of a bitch at some point. J&J shows up, lies that they have the contract. They get into like a little scuffle, and then all of a sudden Ambrose punches the cameraman. That happens. After that, well, you have anything to say about it?
No, just, it didn't seem like too much of an incident there, but kind of funny that he punched the cameraman.
Yeah, I mean, but I knew it was like something. It seemed too dry of a situation at that point in time. I was like, something has to happen. And then when he turns around and hits the fucking cameraman, you see the cameraman kind of moves forward into the shot. And I was like, what the fuck was that? I thought the cameraman was getting in on the fight, actually. I thought that's what was happening. Like, damn, everyone's out for fucking stuff for Dean Ambrose, even the cameraman. Fucking people's camera. After that, we get the Kevin Owens package sort of spotlight on Kevin Owens because, again, this is a shotgun promotion. They've only had 2 weeks to build towards this network exclusive special. So, in steps Kevin Owens.
Mm-hmm.
And they have next to no time to get the mainstream audience to know more about who this guy is if they haven't followed him just from NXT. Even if you don't know who he is from ROH or from PWG, they still did a great job. Like, just think, watching the last match on ROH of Kevin Steen 6 months ago, and then looking at a fucking solid package of him on Raw preparing to fight
John Cena.
Yeah, it's mind-blowing.
That's crazy to think about. Yeah, I didn't even think about it like that because I guess I always picture people I guess I have in my world that everyone just knows who he is. Mm-hmm. But I think if you didn't know who he was at all, you would still just be like, he's beat Cena twice on Raw, Powerbomb.
Powerbomb.
Yeah, so I think they did a good job. I think this 2-week build actually helps this because I don't think they had much ideas beyond him beating up Cena and putting his foot on the belt. So them just doing that twice, 2 back-to-back weeks just helps.
Glass half full here, baby?
I think that if this pay-per-view, if this was supposed to go all the way to Money in the Bank, they would have screwed it up. So it's actually beneficial to have them just keep it real short for this feud. I don't think they should do this, week to week, but they just they stumbled into a good idea. I don't think that they.
Well, it's almost like if you watch what show, Bold and the Beautiful and Young and the Restless, and what you have, and I hope this is what it becomes, because again, listen to the Solid Monster. He made a comment. It's like, well, if Kevin Owens is only showing up for a short amount of time, that he shouldn't win against John Cena. Because why are you gonna put him in a situation, win, and then take him back to NXT?
The whole thing is though it's no titles are on the line.
Yeah, but they still call it champion versus champion, which is weird.
Yeah,
champion versus champion. But what I'm hoping, because it seems that he's about to align himself with Triple H, which was even like a thing in the back when Stephanie was like, how to pick him.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, what? Triple H discovered Kevin Steen, huh? Ain't that some shit? But anyway, what I'm hoping is that, just like, for those who watch soap operas, I watched my share of soap operas growing up because of my mom and all the women in my family. And Bold and the Beautiful was an extension of Young and the Restless. It was one of the characters, I think Cricket started her own like fashion line, like something, so it became like a extended version of Young and the Restless. Every once in a while, you'll get Victor over to Bold and the Beautiful, you'll get people from Bold and the Beautiful onto the Young and the Restless. That's how they did it, because it was all in the same city. I think it's called, the name of the city is called, what the fuck is it? I used to know the name of this city. Something City. Anyway, any nerd out there that knows what I'm talking about, it's going to hit me in a minute. But like,
they're from the same place, the same world.
It was in the same city.
So you're saying this is like the WWE universe with NXT.
Yeah, I hope this happens, because what happens with Kevin Owens is that he's a dangerous dude. He's a very dangerous guy. That's his whole thing. And if he's like a one-man shield for Triple H, like a guy, like a hitman, he goes out, does the dirty work, then goes back over to NXT. He only gets called up to like take someone out until he becomes, like, he built enough reputation from being a dangerous guy to finally getting to the main roster, and then basically like feuding with someone, if not Cena again, if not, that starts at the top, you know, like, I don't want him to start at the very top.
Yeah, well,
you end up like Rusev.
I think if they just if they're real comfortable with him, real careful with him rather, they can start him. I think they can not necessarily start him at the top, but just align him with the top, and then just keep putting him over until he gets that way.
Well, I don't see him. I don't want him in the match. I mean, if it was up to me, he wouldn't be in this match in an Elimination Chamber.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
it'll just be like a.
It's the U.S. champ versus the NXT champ. I feel like those titles are kind of on par. I think it's just John Cena makes it a big deal.
I would much rather have Kevin Owens a thorn in Cena's side than a feud.
Oh, like Cena doesn't like want to give.
No, it's just it's what do you call it? It's just the angle. It's just the angle. Like, John Cena is all of a sudden being like fucked with by this guy.
Yeah.
And he doesn't know why. All along is Triple H. And if Cena gets the victory, Cena's fucking taking a shit. He's in catering, you know what I'm saying? Signing autographs. All of a sudden, this guy just comes out and whoops his ass. Just a thorn in his side. And then he's just like, you know, he's eating a bowl of cereal. Bam! Hit in the head with a chair. You know, like that. I think that would be something fun. And you want to really heal it up? A Make-A-Wish. Like, he's doing a Make-A-Wish. And all of a sudden, a trash can comes out of nowhere, and it's fucking Kevin Owens. Just demolishing him.
That'd be awesome. Then he puts his foot on the Make-A-Wish kid.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, he put his foot on the kid. What he would probably do is like pat the kid. It's like, why do you follow this bozo?
Yeah, give him a Kevin Owens shirt.
Yeah, you're like, I'm a real hero here, not this bum. And then the kid like high fives and be like, yeah, you're right. I don't know why I'm doing this.
Thinking.
Yeah, I know, right? The kid turned heel too.
That'd be hilarious.
But that's basically like I'm excited about the match, but I wish it's too much too soon. I think so.
I can hear that.
So our special guests on the night are the Entourage guys from the Entourage movie. They show up in the limo. I give them credit. I listened to the Dan Patrick Show podcast.
Mm-hmm.
One of the guys, I think the guy he plays, his name is E on in the show. He's on the Dan Patrick Show. He's like, hey, what are you doing? So, well, last night I was on WWE Raw.
Oh.
Gave him the shout out on fucking Dan
I guess they're in Long
Show.
Island. That's in Connecticut.
Yeah,
that's not that far.
Yeah. So
that's cool.
He was like, hell yeah. I was like, oh, sweet, dude. Rusev, who's now Bulgarian.
Yeah. I guess he's always been Bulgarian outside the WWE universe, but
no longer a Russian sympathizer.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Just out of the blue. He did it last week. I didn't pick up on it that, you know, Putin didn't show up on his fucking title.
Or the flag,
but he was wearing the replacement medallion. You heard about that, right?
No.
Someone stole Someone stole it.
That's awesome.
And I guess they found a replacement really quickly for it.
Well, yeah, he does have the little green on the tights now, too.
But he wasn't even wearing the medallion this time. He just came out waving the Bulgarian flag.
Oh, it was the Bulgarian flag.
Yeah.
I mean, he's always been Bulgarian. He was the Bulgarian Brute in NXT. He was actually the Bulgarian Brute when he debuted, but then they switched him to Russia.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess they're just going to flip-flop him, and this is the type of flip-flopping that buries people, kind of like a Jack Swagger, kind of like a Del Rio.
Not flip-flopping, stripping them of what makes them unique.
Yeah.
And the thing that made him most unique was Lana. So he's done. I've been screaming Dead Men Walking too soon, man. They shouldn't have broke these people up. But he goes up against R-Truth, and I go, oh, man.
He kills him.
He's back to beating up brothers again. Hide your kids. Hey, hide your wife. Hide your black friend. Rusev's coming again, y'all. And this is a squad. He destroys them. But this is not about this match as much as it is about... Because R-Truth is in the...
Elimination Chamber.
Yeah.
Against Rusev.
Who got the win on SmackDown last Thursday against Barrett.
Yeah, we'll get to that in the... Yeah.
To just basically sum this up, because I could actually have... If I did this entire review on this whole fucking thing, I would have to have pianos playing in the background. Huh. This basically is the spot of the night. Well, anyway, Rusev is begging Lana to come out. She comes out. He pleads his heart. He's willing to take her back if just let's get past all of this. Just take me back. Grab my hand. All is forgiven.
He was saying some funny shit, like some obviously chauvinistic stuff.
That shit was awesome.
Yeah, that was.
The one thing you're right. Could he go? And I was like, that was funny because the crowd laughed. The crowd laughed at him at one point. He's like, "You doing this because that's what women do.
Get my attention."
Yeah.
Like, you just do this to get my attention, just like all the women do.
Yeah, like that's what the women do when the games and to get Rusev's attention. Oh, that was great. I made a tweet. I was like, man, did he just go babyface for that with the dudes? Like straight up. And the place was like, oh. I almost think that's like the weird moment part 2, because I think this is on SmackDown. Paige calls Tamina a man.
Oh,
yeah, like what are you doing? Really, you really have to go there? I think you're in the wrong division. Yeah. So then he does this, which is like like someone, what are you doing? What are you talking shit like this? But I thought it was fucking gold. Anyway, she grabs his hand. They look like they're reunited. I'm thinking she's about to knee him in the nuts, but no, it's all good. And then he turns to her and goes, and all you have to say now is 3 words. And you're thinking, I love you, I love you?
Yeah, I'm thinking I love
you. Those 3 magic words. I was wrong.
You were wrong.
And that's when she fucking spits like a feminist fucking promo on his ass, walks off, and she like about to walk off. That's what happened. First he said you were wrong. She walks off. He's like, you belong to me. Someone has to put you in your place. He really talks down to her. Then she spits a feminist promo at him, calls herself a victim. Weird. And then she jets. And who's on the ramp? Dolph Ziggler. And he catches the rebound on some Dennis Rodman. Yeah.
Hell yeah. We're picking up along.
Poor him.
Poor Ziggler?
Yeah. It's sarcastic.
Oh, yeah. It was just like, hey.
But at the same time, I mean...
I think it should have been... Well, but... I wonder why it was Ziggler, dude. Do you think they picked the right?
Because Ziggler puts over all the fucking female valets.
This is true. Yeah.
Has a Bella Twin been with them yet?
No.
Okay, that's like the only chick.
Yeah, you got Vicky, you had AJ, and then you have now Lana. And I want to say there might have been 1 or 2 in between there.
Okay, so Vicky became the biggest heel of the company with Dolph Ziggler. AJ Lee became the biggest diva of all time with Dolph Ziggler. And now Lana is about to be the female face of the company. And I guess Dolph's that guy. Dolph is that guy. This has nothing to do with Rusev. This has nothing to do with Dolph Ziggler. This is all about putting Lana over. And after this, Rusev, see ya. And now that he's hurt.
Yeah, now he's hurt. He's done.
You heard about it? Tell
well, I was just on Twitter today, and I was just
Twitter. What's this Twitter thing?
Oh, it's a new website. It's pretty cool.
It's a website?
Oh yeah, you can talk to anyone in the world. They just make little taglines about themselves, and then you just talk wrestling with people. I think people talk about other stuff, but I'm in there mainly talking about wrestling. And there's this picture of him going through the airport today, and he first of all had these sick WWE athletic shorts, man. I don't know where he got them. They had the nice logo on there.
Oh yeah, that's Under Armour, baby.
Yeah, I was tweeting about that. I was like, where the fuck do you get these guys?
It's not Under Armour. Tap out. Yeah. They're really starting to put out their tap outs.
I was like, I'm sorry you're injured, Rusev, but hook me up with them shorts. How'd you get them? Like, I was just like, but anyways, yeah. But he had crutches and he was going through the airport in a wheelchair, and apparently he got hurt at the tapings, and he just looked pissed that people were taking his picture in the wheelchair, kind of.
Yeah, I mean, he's Rusev. You gotta heal it up. Kayfabe ain't dead sometime. Yeah, right. What are you doing taking my picture, you filthy American?
Yeah.
Lana!
But I mean, if he got hurt, maybe they could set. I mean, an elimination chamber. If that's the match that they're trying to do with him, you could have it.
He just goes last.
Yeah, he would just have to come out last and then not win.
Mm-hmm. And get the pin.
Because the whole point they're doing this match is to get it off of an injured champion. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of, I would say normally it would be not a big deal to have him win and just cut promos with the Intercontinental title.
But he must have torn something.
Yeah, he looked bad.
That sucks. Well, good for him because
that's what people were saying.
Yeah, get the fuck. Well, again, like you said, but I still think he's done. I think he's done. Dead man walking. Well, now dead man being strolled.
Yeah, dead man strolling.
Yeah, dead man strolling.
Yeah, I can see how you'd say that, but I think his character was just, if they would have just drug it out a little longer, I think it was just going to add the little, this Lana feud was just going to add a little depth to it. Now he was going to be the communist asshole who also hated women, which would just add a little bit more twerk to that heel role. But
he doesn't hate women, he loves women. They just got to be in their motherfucking place.
I think they could have worked it a little longer. They could have stretched it until SummerSlam.
No, they could have never just split them up. Why split them up now? They could have done this for another 2-3 years, man. It would have went over. I mean, it's dope. It's a great combination.
Yeah.
I mean, they stood toe to toe with The Rock, man.
I would have at least liked to see that Rock match. That would have been sick.
God.
But whatever, man. It's done now.
Yeah, it's a done deal. But yeah, next up we get Ambrose in the back, and he's you could tell he's kind of thinking, going over his head what happened, because he's such a lunatic that hitting a cameraman, he's bothered by it.
Yeah. He attacks people for a living, but apparently
apparently this motherfucking guy is got him in Tebowing and shit. Alright? So Triple H and Seth Rollins shows up and he has 2 guys with them and 3 guys, shorter guy, i.e. the cameraman, and 2 other dudes in suits. And basically Triple H and Seth Rollins turn to the guys like, is this the guy who assaulted you? Cameraman's like, yeah man, he punched me, but man, I could have sworn I felt something in my back. Seth Rollins shuts him up. You pressing charges or what? Yep. They handcuff Dean Ambrose. They put him in a paddy wagon.
Yeah, which is kind of...
Because he's the lunatic fringe. Paddy wagons is to put several motherfuckers in. It's like riot control police. It's Dean Ambrose. It's the idea that he's too crazy for normal. He equals 20 crazy motherfuckers that they're putting in handcuffs and bringing downtown. That's the point. And I think someone was like, what the fuck? One of the girls on Twitter. Oh, yeah, I know about Twitter sometimes. But she was like, what is that? Why did they leave it in an ambulance? I was like, paddy wagon. Have you not seen a paddy wagon before?
Oh, I knew what it was. I didn't realize...
No, not you. I'm saying...
Yeah, the world. Yeah. Does one not... Yeah, I didn't think it was that weird at all. I just thought, they're just... cuffing him, but then I get on Twitter the next day and I was just like, what's he doing? What is this? What's the deal with this?
Because he's crazy.
Yeah.
They put him in a 20-man paddy wagon because he's equal 20 men. It was subtle though. It's a subtle thing that they did.
And I love how Seth, later you find out what happened, but Seth was just so stoked he was getting taken off. He was in Kane's face. Yeah, you see that? He's getting arrested.
He's not even good enough for jail. Yeah. He's an animal. He needs to be in a zoo. That's what he says.
So just go, Ross is peeling off, dude. Seth kills these segments, man.
Yeah, man. But we get King Barrett versus Ryback. Ryback wins. Next, man, you build up fucking the King Barrett, man. He loses to R-Truth, then he loses to fucking Ryback. A busted up Ryback too at that. So you got anything to say? You said something. You were like,
no. I mean, well, yeah. Why would you put the King gimmick? Why would you have him win if you're not going to do anything with him? They might as well have had Neville win and not have him wear the scepter and everything out to the ring. Just
keep
like
the scepter.
Yeah, it would just be like a little thing Michael Cole could say, the 2015 King of the Ring. Just something little, just to make him look.
But it's a non-title title. It's like the Andre the Giant Battle Royal.
Oh,
the King of the Ring doesn't mean anything. It's like, oh yeah, he's the face of the company. It's not a title. It's nothing. It's an actual bragging. It's all it is bragging
but
rights.
Nothing is. He just comes out dressed like that.
I love it though.
It's no. But they need to have
abs coming out of the fucking cloak.
They need to have like the King music playing. They need to have like just spice it up more.
It'd be like his version. The boom 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 boom, but it'd be like very
like done royally.
Yeah.
Orchestraic. Yeah, but they're just throwing this to the wayside. I have nothing really to say about that.
But if you're listening now, listen to my last week's SmackDown. I go into what's happening with no more new stars. Like you built no one's gonna have a crazy win streak. Nobody is done. The likes of superstars, like larger than life, after this whole CM Punk debacle, it's a wrap. Ain't no one being bigger than that fucking 3 letters ever again. But yeah, I made a comment on my recap. I was like, if a tree falls in the forest, no one's around, does it make a sound? This match certainly didn't, and it made a sound, and it was a room full of motherfuckers. But yeah, segment in the back with Entourage guys. One of the guys bring up Ronda Rousey.
Oh, and what'd you think? The Bob, girl.
Who?
The 4 girls.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's not
No, that's later on.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll get to that. I'll have to.
But yeah, and basically, awkward moment. They asked him to leave out of the room, not leave in general. But Stardust versus Neville.
This is a great match.
For who?
I don't know, man. It was good.
For who?
Bo Dallas comes out.
This Neville doesn't need to be anywhere near anything the likes of Stardust.
I think they could have a good feud, those two guys. Man.
Who?
The man that gravity forgot, and the guy already in space, man, doing these high flying maneuvers.
Stardust is a wash.
You think so?
It's been a wash. Not only is it's dried, it's actually worn. Again, after the wash, after the fucking dry, it's done. It's donezo. No gold dust, Stardust, the whole thing. They dropped the ball with it. Whatever. And Neville, you trying to build this guy up? Keep him as far away from these dumb gimmick shits. Because I loved Stardust.
Yeah.
But like, it's dumb gimmick shit right now. They treat it like dumb gimmick shit. Keep Neville away from any and all of that. Keep him away. Please. Just like Dean Ambrose, keep him away from J&J. The fuck? Keep him away. What are you doing? Alright. Bo Dallas comes out. Double win with the Red Arrow. I have issues with my ROs. Red Arrow. And Bo attacks the knee. They're playing on that because they have a match in Elimination Chamber.
This is true.
The Entourage and the Divas. What? The Bob.
Oh, the haircut on what's the Brazilian girl's name?
Brazilian?
Or the girl from Miami? Cuban?
You're talking about...
There's Summer Rae, there was Alicia Fox, there was Emma, and then there was...
Man, I wasn't even looking at the television screen.
She teamed with Michelle McCool.
Yeah, Layla.
Layla. She's got the new haircut.
I didn't even see it.
Oh, dude. Yeah. Emma looking good. Layla looking good.
Oh, they're babes.
Well, keep them on TV, man. What do you bring them out? But anyways, they showed that Zack Ryder was talking to the Entourage.
I didn't know that was Zack Ryder at first.
Yeah, he was tower. Zack Ryder towering over the Entourage.
He's
dudes.
a big dude too,
Yeah.
and he looked darker for some reason. Like it was something. I guess if he's out of that gimmick.
Oh, he was tanning up. He knew he was going to get that big Raw spot tonight.
I thought it was somebody else. I was like, who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah.
And then it all made sense. I was like, but you know what? My whole thing was I thought the Entourage guys were going to bail out Dean Ambrose. I thought that was going to be their thing, but that wasn't the case. Sheamus versus Ziggler.
I skipped this match. I've seen this match 100 times. I'm tired of watching it.
Well, anyway, out comes Rusev. Lana looks on. She walks out at some point where she's just standing at the ref looking on. Then out comes fucking Rusev.
Yeah.
Right? And he runs down to the ring. Ziggler super kicks him before he gets into the ring, which he turns around with a distraction, catches a brogue kick. Sheamus wins. And then Rusev picks up the bones, just slaps him in an accolade, had him facing Lana, kiss him now, kiss him now, kiss him now. How you like me now? And it just drops him, and that was that segment. And next up, we got the John Cena U.S. Open Challenge of the World.
I love this segment. I love it.
You liked it?
Everything about it. Cena came out, cut a promo.
Yeah, it's a heel promo too.
Yeah. He pretty much saying like my whole career there's been let's go Cena. Cena sucks. And now that we have a Fight Owens fight chance going on, now that they can finally have a voice of their own and not just chant Cena sucks, now they can combat it with Fight Owens fight. Pretty much, just kind of cutting, shooting on the smarks a little bit.
I don't think he was shooting on the smarks.
You don't think so?
Because it's not enough smarks. It's not enough smarks to shoot on. Like, if he want to address, because what he did, he broke them up into two. Like, if you're a rapper, it's like, hey, I got this side of the stage. This side of the stage say that. This side of the stage say that. Yeah, right? This was like, for those who say, let's go Cena, and he talks about them. Then he goes for the people who say Cena sucks, and you get the heel face going. He talks about them. But, like, I felt like he was trying to educate the people on how to cheer. Because they seem, this Nassau crowd, especially being at the last fucking Raw event, they were pretty lackluster.
No, that's one thing that's notorious about this place. I found out over the year. Like, they try to make it a big deal, but for a while it's been people sitting on hands and reading newspapers. Yeah. Like, so I think that might be a reason, they're kind of dipping on it. Because
even they were trying to, I think WWE would stay in that building if it was still up. It's still a good building. I don't care if they ain't doing that. They swipe their card.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We gotta eat, baby.
Yeah.
But
Corpus Christi, where the Elimination Chamber, is also a notorious place for people sitting on their hands.
Really?
Too. Yeah.
Well, they got reason to fucking be excited now.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's true.
But yeah, like, and I just felt like he was schooling them on how to cheer. Like, because, like, why am I, John Cena, is going to try to get a catchphrase out on me? Right? It'd be almost like, you see what I'm saying? It's like, fight Owens, fight. Like, why are you giving these guys fuel? Because they're trying to educate the people on how to cheer for their fight coming up.
Yeah.
You have to say, fight Owens, fight.
Yeah.
It's almost like
a little disclaimer.
Yeah, like totally.
Well, I was gonna say then like the Entourage guys come out and everything, but then they introduce the Long Island IZ Zack Ryder for the U.S. Open Challenge. This match was great.
People were hot for this. Yeah. They just wanted to see Zack Ryder. I think that's what it was.
Yeah, and it's insane to think about like his big feud or whatever, his big moment in the sunlight when he had the U.S. title was when he it was in 2011.
Yeah.
So that's 4 years ago.
He defeated Dolph Ziggler.
So this was like a fluke. This was like a fluke thing that happened on YouTube. As they say in the company, they buried him even more. But still, 4 years later, people still cheer for him. I feel like they should have pushed this guy when they had the chance.
He's there in Long Island. I think he kind of fizzled out in general. He's hot. He's hot overseas. He's hot in Canada. He's hot in He's hot, and because it's kind of gimmicky. I think those places just always want to stick it to WWE always.
Yeah.
Like those are the smart marks.
But he
not in these states.
He hit him with the Rough Rider.
Mm-hmm.
John Cena kicks out, and then he tries to go for a 450 splash. I've never seen Zack Ryder attempt this stuff. He's a very large man, and it looked clean as fuck. But Cena did move out of the way, and then eventually Cena did win.
This is why you have to watch Superstars, because he's attempt. I've seen him attempt that several times. I've never seen him hit it.
Yeah.
Ever. It's almost like Ric Flair riding the buckle and try to get to the other side to get to the top rope before getting either clothesline or picked off on the other fucking thing to get tossed on his back. But it's just one of those things. Almost like the Cobra when Santino was around. Like, you remember when Santino didn't hit the Cobra? He never hit the Cobra. And I thought they were just going to run with that.
Yeah.
But he started using it, and then it's like, fuck the Cobra. But
this U.S. title challenge thing is pretty awesome. But then Owens does come out and hits him with the powerbomb for a second week in a row. Puts the foot on the U.S. title, lifts up the NXT title.
New Fight on Fight shirt.
Oh, yeah.
The KOs in the archives. They got the Fight on Fight.
Yeah, this one looks way better than that one, I think. This one looks more like a Superstar Logos ripoff, and the other one just kind of looked like duct. I think that was the style of the shirt, but it still looked trashy to me.
I think it was more. I think that KO shirt is more catered towards the indie fan. It's basically an indie package.
Yeah.
An indie package shirt. Like if you see someone, let's just say you see someone in a Randy Orton t-shirt. You're not going to look at them like you look at a guy in a fucking Kevin Owens t-shirt.
Yeah, for sure.
Like this guy, he's better off wearing a Bullet Club shirt. He probably has a Bullet Club shirt under the KO shirt.
Yeah.
Or the person that he's walking with has a Bullet Club shirt.
Yeah, that's probably true.
And then the other guy has a Lucha Underground shirt, right? Which is an ill shirt.
I think you're putting these wrestling nerds, you're giving a lot of friends here. I think you need to.
And then that guy standing beside a guy in a PWG shirt.
Just kidding.
All right, fuck the marks.
The PWG. Did you watch Don't Sweat the Technique yet?
They got a new one.
They got a new one that's out.
Yeah.
And then they just did their big tag team tournament, DDT 4 or DDT, I think 5 now. It's pretty good.
Well, you keep me up the base with. You tell me that there's a PWG, I go watch it. I still need to finish watching. Fucking Global Wars.
Global Wars.
I still haven't finished.
Dude.
Tamina versus Paige. Well, anyway, what is this? Young wants an Ambrose update. Whatever. Tamina versus Paige. Bella's on commentary. Tamina, get your shit together, girl. Get your shit. That ring rust, horrible. But she wins with a Samoa drop after a sucker punch from Naomi outside the ring.
There you go.
Triple threat.
Whatever, man.
New Day complaining about having to defend the belts.
This promo was great.
But it made no sense for Kane to come out to fuck with the heels.
That and I guess Kane didn't ever put it over. The commentary was trying to cover for him. Well, what happened was Kane put him up against everyone in the Elimination Chamber.
9.5.
What was it? Ascension, Los Matadors, Lucha Dragons, Kid Cesaro, and Primetime Players all versus
with El Torito.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It was a 10. It was 10 on
10.5 on 3.
Yeah, 10.5 on 3.
Well, I guess what they should have done is play up like, since you like doing the numbers game all the time, we're going to throw it back at your face and give you 10 on 3 instead of 3 on 2 like you guys always do. Mm-hmm. But Kane never said that. So it made it look like what you're saying is he just bullied these 3 dudes. Like, what the fuck? But I think they should have played that up a little more and then played up to the fact that they still won. So it was like, it doesn't matter. It's not the fact that they have more guys, it's they have these 3 guys. And that would have helped the titles. That would have helped everything.
Yeah.
But they just didn't play that one little piece of the puzzle
Man.
that maybe like a lot of the fans picked up on, but you gotta hit us over the head with some shit, man.
Yeah. Sometimes you have to lay it out.
Sometimes a sentence can throw off the whole thing, and he just maybe forgot it, or maybe I don't know.
Yeah. Because I was just like, what? What are you? These guys are bad. You're bad. Why are you picking on these guys?
Yeah. I mean, I was thinking the same thing.
Like, what are you trying to do? Turn these guys face? Really turn them back face?
But, it all ends in just a big brawl. But a count-out victory for the New Day.
It was just was it a count out?
Yeah, because they all did their high spots when they snuck back in the ring and got tapped.
I thought they had already ringed the bell prior. I thought because everyone.
That's right. Because everyone attacked them. They should have done it.
DQ. They should have done it the other way, but they got the DQ win because of the chaos.
Yeah. So
and then boys. I'll let you finish this song.
Oh, they fucking shine like no other, man. Didn't they? They did their big move with the spin and the kick. I can't remember what else they did. I should have written it down.
That's it. That's all they did. They just did the
dude. They don't win.
Big swing.
If they don't win, this is gonna be trash.
But we'll talk about it in the.
I am really looking forward to this Elimination Chamber match with the tag teams, even though they haven't built it up too much. I mean,
they've done enough. They just don't have Harper and Rowan in there. That's the only thing they're fucking up with.
I think maybe they might break in or something.
If they take out Los Matadores.
No, I'm saying like break in, beat all their asses, and then steal the belt.
Oh, I see.
Maybe, I don't know. I was thinking we'll talk about this. I was thinking, I'll just say.
Go for it.
I was thinking that they would have Bray in the Elimination Chamber match and have Harper and Rowan like break out from the bottom, bring back the Wyatt family, and put Bray in the IC title.
Only thing that's going to save Bray Wyatt right now.
Yeah, but they're not. I mean, Bray's not even in the match.
He's not even in the state. Bray Wyatt's going to be at home.
Yeah, Bray and Orton not there. I mean, maybe some might happen on SmackDown tapings, but they are not.
And then, Kid and Cesaro, they stand tall. All right. Yeah. All of a sudden, because we're idiots, they find the footage of actually Rollins pushing the cameraman into Dean Ambrose to force Dean Ambrose to retaliate. They put it on the fucking website. And the Authority are out in the ring and they're about to forfeit basically the match at Elimination Chamber for the World Heavyweight Championship. WWE World Heavyweight Championship. They're about to forfeit. Yeah, whatever, blah, blah, blah. They're talking. And then Reigns comes out. They got to stall him a little bit before they forfeit the match. Get his ass whooped. The paddy wagon returns.
Yeah.
With Dean Ambrose in a cop outfit.
Yeah, whatever.
And a billy club. And he starts whooping people's ass with the billy club. And then the show ends with Roman Reigns walking into the ring, handing Ambrose the contract, and he signs the contract. Something shady about Reigns right now. Reigns is mad shady right now.
Yeah, how did he get that paper?
Well, because it was out on the ground.
Oh, okay.
But he's too buddy. He's a little too buddy with Dean. Like, he's a little too buddy. Even in the Shield, he wasn't this buddy, with Dean Ambrose.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, man, I always want to shake his hand, always there to rescue him. I mean, like, there was moments I was just like, something's not right about it. Something's not right about this. It can't be. Nothing's right about this. And for him to actually hand him the contract, here you go, buddy. I want a title shot too.
Yeah.
But here you go. You deserve this, buddy. Yeah, it's sketch. How long did that take?
15 minutes.
Oh, fuck. Who's wanted you shorter than that? Oh, no, we got to cut out some shit. But either way.
It's all good. Do you want to talk about the Ring of Honor thing?
Ring of Honor? Oh, yeah.
Okay, it was right at 50 when you asked.
So, I just found out, and you know about it, so I'll let you talk about it.
Yeah, apparently Dixie Carter just found out this morning, too, that not only is TNA Impact moving to Wednesday nights...
No,
yeah.
They're not. No, they're moving to Wednesday night. They're getting shut down. They're not renewing their contract with them.
Yeah, they're not renewing their contracts, but they're moving to Wednesday nights at 9 on Destination America. But right at 8 o'clock is going to be Ring of Honor.
Running at the same time?
No, 8 o'clock is Ring of Honor, 9 o'clock is TNA. On Wednesday nights, NXT on the WWE Network is Wednesday nights at 8. And Lucha Underground on the El Rey Network is Wednesday nights at 8. So Wednesday nights at 8 has 3 wrestling programs, and then 9 o'clock is TNA. So there's 4 big wrestling shows on Wednesday.
So they're like, but here's the thing. That's all well and good. We got the Wednesday Night Wars going on.
Yeah, here. But 8 o'clock Ring of Honor, 9 o'clock until at least September, when they're not renewing their contract.
But how the fuck? Like, this is dirty. Like, Destination America is doing dirt.
But I don't know too much about it. But TNA got what they asked for, because a few years ago when TNA was kind of tanking with Spike, they tried to do a talent raid with Ring of Honor. They tried to raid all their guys.
Yeah, I do remember that.
But those guys just told Ring of Honor that they were doing that instead of switching shifts. So Ring of Honor's been kind of pissed at TNA since that happened.
I remember that.
And plus, like, I mean,
because even Court Bauer was talking about it, because he was like involved. He's involved with ROH. He was when he was MLW. You can be like, man, shady shit, man. You know, like this Court Bauer. And he wouldn't even talk on it too much, because he was like, whatever, man.
Because he's probably thinking, I'm gonna get you.
It's gonna bite him in the ass at some point. I don't know when, but it is. She shouldn't be doing this, trying to raid out.
And I guess he was talking about something like this.
Well, I mean, I imagine he hasn't even been thinking about it for a while. But like, this is all Dixie's demise. Apparently, what was I listening to? The Solomon, he brought up why things went to shit. Now, I remember talking.
I actually watched TNA for the first time in a long time yesterday.
Apparently, it's not a bad show. I didn't say it was a great show.
There's a lot of like nobodies on the I mean, there's like
Drew.
No. Drew McIntyre, like Kurt Angle, Eric Young, whatever. I'm talking about they all have these entourages of dudes in the back. You're like, who is that guy? Like, what is that guy? That guy could open an indie show. What's he doing? Yeah. It's like all these dudes that you don't even know who they are. Like, not that you don't know who they are. They just look like
ham and eggers.
Yeah. And they're just supposed to be in these factions with these, with Kurt Angle.
The Junkyard Gang.
Yeah.
But like, apparently, I was talking to Nate, and I was like, what could that have been something that happened? Bad blood? Like something in the back that for them to just be like, yo, fuck you, like, fuck off? Apparently, Dixie Carter in a mail and a letter, because this is the whole thing, Dave Meltzer, Dixie Carter, because he broke it, they were not renewing. Not that TNA shutting down. It's just that Destination America is not renewing their contract going into September. And I was just like, well, they're doing so much better than anything else on that television show. What the hell the deal? I could only suspect that something went wrong backstage behind the curtain. And apparently she sent an email out that had the fucking president of the Destination America in the BCC, right?
Mm-hmm.
She's thinking she's just sending this to somebody. She calls them dummies, like the Destination America dummies. And this guy reads this fucking email. It's almost like when the whole Russo thing that happened with TNA.
Yeah.
And him like mistakenly sending it to Dave Meltzer or some guy. Like, it's like, what are you doing, guys? It's email. You know how to use this shit, right? If you're gonna talk shit or like you want something hidden, don't put the other person in the BCC.
Yeah, I mean that's 101 type shit.
But this is what happens, and I guess the situation went sour. I was like, you know what, we're dummies, fuck y'all. Man, but not only that, you know what this reminds me of? The ROH is actually gonna be on at the same network
after them. Right,
you know
before them.
You know what that is, man? You know exactly what that is? That's like, okay, I'm fucking you. I'm fucking a chick, right? But before I bust mine, another girl comes in, right? And I just sit over there. I'm gonna deal with this. Just sit. You'll watch if you want. I'm gonna take care of this. I get mine. She get hers. She leaves. And now you're dealing with a tired me.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, I really feel like it. You can suck me off if you want.
TNA.
You can give me a hand job.
It might be an Austin Aries match.
I'll probably fall asleep during it. You know, like this is what this is. This is dirt dog shit that they're doing. Destination America, and to be a new destination to watch wrestling, they need to chill the fuck out. You don't want to be seen as a bunch of assholes, right? Destination A assholes, destination assholes.
I mean, I don't know if
they're being assholes. If you're gonna just cut TNA, cut them.
Well, I think they cut him as first change to get the contract is up until September.
Yeah, but they're keeping them on. Like they're gonna do dual fucking promotions 1 hour after each other. Like you don't do that. That's mean. You know, just say, you know what? We're gonna buy out your contract. Here's your money. Get the fuck off our television show.
This is true.
Network, and comes ROH, right? And then that's what it is. But they didn't do it that way. They're like, no, we're gonna actually be assholes about this.
This is kind of like a lateral move for ROH. I mean, they are on like the WGNs of the world. You know, they're on Sinclair. So this is, I mean, I think Sinclair might get a little bit more eyes than Destination America.
Well, Destination America has Netflix.
Yeah, they're tied to the Discovery Netflix.
Yeah. So that in itself is going to open up a whole new form of distribution.
Of course. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
But TNA just missed
it. I mean, they have the people with disposable cash to do things. It's just that is ROH going to bring in the advertisers, and that's one of the biggest problems when you run in a wrestling business.
TNA falls.
Well, TNA doesn't. Nobody wants to fucking put their advertisement on that shit.
Samoa Joe can in his contract can still wrestle for Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm saying
as of now.
No. Samoa Joe's contract is open. He can still do indie dates as well as wrestle on NXT. Just like Rhino can, but no one really cares that much about Rhino as much as Joe. And Joe is scheduled. He's booked on the main event of Ring of Honor's next big show.
Yeah.
As well as being on NXT. So they can set themselves. So Ring of Honor can set themselves up where they can have WWE talent guys. They can have Samoa Joe and Rhino wrestle on their television program.
Okay. But that relationship's good though. That's a good relationship.
No, I'm saying TNA doesn't have that.
Oh no, so they don't have a relationship.
Yes, so they don't have a contract set up to where people can work as freely as NXT can, and they're losing their TV deal. And when I watched this show the other day, no one was there. They were keeping that camera tight on Angle's face.
I was gonna say, hey, keep your camera tight, keep your lights low.
Yeah, but like and it doesn't. I don't know. It just seems.
I don't like what Destination America's doing. I think you cut your ties, and then you move on. You don't do this. I'm not a person like sticking to TNA. Like, fuck them. I don't know them that much that care for or against.
Dixie's been getting she got abused by Jeff Jarrett. She got abused by Hogan. She's
it's just we're just like, yo, you're a bitch who makes bad decisions all the time. Like, you're that chick you're Jen A.
Yeah.
That's who you are. Like, Forrest Gump and Jen A. You're just this chick that you're just reluctantly making these horrible decisions. And, you don't know any better. And, like, we hold that against you. It's like, get smart. You fucking mama's, daddy's little girl, little silver spoon in your mouth. How about they spend all that money, spend some money on some fucking, I don't know, man, like, an advisor. How about that? Spend some money on an advisor,
Well, the advisors keep screwing. I think she thinks that the Eric Bischoffs of the world are going to be the advisor, and that's who you do not trust. But, I mean, whatever. I hope the best for everyone involved. I hope the best for the wrestling business.
When the network world finds out that they're double dipping and screwing, they're gonna be frowned upon. For one, they're taking on some two-bit wrestling. That's not really looked on highly. If it wasn't for NBC, USA, they have a good relationship with the WWE. That works fine. No one really from the networks look down on USA. If anything, they're envious because it's basically free money. It's free money they're getting. No one's like, man, like if if there was an opportunity that another cable company could take WWE from NBC USA Universal.
They had a bidding war, I think it was last year, and no one was gonna give WWE the money that USA was gonna give them.
Yeah.
And USA doesn't really want. Apparently, from what I've heard Dave Meltzer say, USA doesn't really want WWE on their programming, but if they take WWE away, USA can't say that they're the number one cable channel.
Yep.
So they have to have them there, just so they can get that number one spot. Yeah, so it's all convoluted.
Yeah, it's almost like you use me, I use you.
Yeah. I mean, I think they're cool with that.
Yeah.
But whatever. I mean, this is part one of
Yeah, part one of episode what? This is like.
I think it's 40.
Is it 40?
Yeah, getting up there.
Let me see.
I think 39 was last week. 38 was the week before.
We'll see, dude. We're gonna see. And drum roll, please. Oh man, SoundCloud is stupid because it makes you do any and everything. You want to get to one thing and it takes you. You got to do so many other things. Peter Jake Talks Wrasslin episode. Oh fuck. Oh shit! It is 40.
Boom. Episode 40, part 1.
40 part 1. And thank you so much for listening. Right now we're about to jump in front of my phone and give you guys. It's going to be an audio format still, so it'll be in a part two of Peter Jake Talks Wrasslin. But if you want to see our mugs, this will also be up.
Fuck yeah.
In the YouTube. The YouTube link will be in the description box, and we'll be discussing shortly our predictions for Elimination Chamber.
Hell yeah.
Alright, so again, Ellen Japanese, Twitter, all that shit, and then PTJT.
At JG Pro Wrestling.
PJTW Central.
.com.
Like us, share us, and comment. Talk to us, bitches. Fuck.
Do it all.
Yeah, man.
You have been listening to Peter and Jake Talks Wrasslin podcast. Please tune in next week.
Like, come on, y'all, get live, get down. Like, come on, y'all, get live, get down. I said, come on, y'all, get live, get down. I said, come on, y'all, get live, get down.